This is the review for Transformers Generations Darkmount Straxus. I don't really know too much about this toy, to tell you the truth, or this character. I've heard he's from the comics. Don't know which line, I can't really tell you. But, yeah. So, putting all that aside, let's just talk about the toy. First things first, what a toy. He is quite the figure. All this, he's, I guess, this all-terrain vehicle tank thing. I don't know what he is, but it's quite the awesome figure. All these weapons, you know, the giant cannon, these anti-missile launchers, this Gatling gun, and then the ground-to-air missiles. Just great stuff. This entire turret will do the 360. Just good stuff all around. I have seen other reviews, and people are, and just like, you know, the War for Cybertron, Megatron, and Optimus, people wish this one was a Voyager class. My personal opinion, it's always been that I have nothing wrong with, I have no qualms with the deluxe class figures. I like their size, but if I had to pick one of them to be bigger, it probably would be this, just because of all his detail, and you know, just that this looks like a big figure. If my hands weren't in the shot, you would think, man, that's probably a big figure. But I mean, he is quite small, but it's okay, right? Color-wise, he is kind of just blue. I kind of wish he had more accents. Actually, what I really wish is that he wasn't blue. I kind of hope for maybe more of a green or a brown or a bronze. Just because, I don't know, this blue is just so boring. But what can you do? Let's see here. M17 all over this thing. I don't know what it stands for. Someone would like to enlighten me. Go right ahead. In terms of his weapons, I mean, these things are cool. These are on clips that can be changed to go anywhere. He has 3 of them. This here, here, and here. And just like I showed you, like, they can be moved to anywhere that there is a clippable post. And that's actually really cool. I mean, it saves the trouble, I guess, the engineers when they thought about certain transformations and where weapons can go. And I guess there are other molds out there too that can benefit from this. I guess they could share weapons. This is the only one I have that has that system, but nevertheless, it is quite a cool system. So let's get him transformed and see what his robot mode's like. So first thing you want to do is, I guess, pull this off, just like that. And then you can just take this and slide it down until you hear a click. Alright. Next thing you want to do is, let's see, we can raise this, separate the back, and then take this toward assembly, pull it all the way down, and then while it's like here, you can just open these up. It'll reveal the legs, which you can then pull down. Oh, I'm sorry. You gotta separate this part up here first. Now you can pull the legs down. There we go. And then make sure you pull out the back piece. Alright. Now with the legs down, make sure you close up the back. And I really like this, how unlike in Megatron, he just has a hole in the back. Here they actually, you know, went the extra step and had it covered up, so it looks like a real leg. Sure, there's a little gap there, but I mean, it's better than like if you were just to have a huge gap. All right, fold this part up, and then for the feet, you just want to push in here, pulls out the heel spur, and then push and pull down again, and you got an entire foot. All right, so again, pull and pull twice. There we go. We got the whole bottom part of Darkmount. Alright, so for the top area, what you want to do next is pull this up and out. There you go, it reveals this Decepticon symbol. And then push that up from the bottom. There you go, just push it up. cover it back down, and there we go. Let's see, from the back side, for each arm, you're going to want to have to just pull him out, the arm. And then from here, you're going to want to separate this, kind of position it up in a way such that his arm ball, that red ball, his shoulder, can get enough clearance to get past there so that this wheel, and because this wheel and this arm are attached, and together they push inwards, like that. Okay. Of course, you just want to pull the shoulder pad back out, and you got one side. So again, pull an arm out, create enough of a. Ooh, just popped off. That's even better actually. So I could just push it now. We'll just attach that. Number one thing I love about Transformers toys, they don't break. They just disassemble themselves. Best feature ever. Okay, and the back side, a lot of people just like to clip this together. That's totally cool. My only issue with that is when it's clipped together, it kind of just looks... To me, it looks like it's only half transformed. So I just separate them, and then I make them and position them in such a way that they look like wings or something. It's not the most elegant design, but I like it better than the attached pieces. Lastly, what you want to do is take this chest piece, push it forward, and there's a tab here. It's red. It goes into this little hole there. So, oh, there you go. And he's good to go. Just gotta make him stand up straight. Or not. Anyways. And there you have Generations Straxus, or Darkmount, whatever his name is. Alright, so I guess first things first, let's go with Articulation. This guy's got everything. Let's see, he's got ball joints on all his limbs, right? Bicep swivel, thigh swivel. He's got the elbow joint, the knee joint, opposable wrists that can go in, out, and turn. The head on some sort of ball joint. He can't really look up, but I think it's the way that his head sculpt is, that's why. But I think it is on a ball joint. He's got the waist swivel, and his feet are on a ball joint. But interestingly enough, the ball joint is placed on the side here. Can't really see it, I guess, and because of that, it kind of doesn't make him the most stable of figures. And I have a feeling that over time, he might not want to stand at all. But for now, he's okay. And I'm sure it's nothing a little super glue can't fix. Again, those weapons, those clips on weapons, they can just come off any post and they can clip over here or something. I don't know, I'll give him a shoulder-mounted gun now. Make him look a little bit more tough. Yeah. So, thoughts on this figure? Design-wise, I think he's brilliant. He looks tough, he looks mean, menacing. The shoulder pads are cool. I like the interchangeable weapons. Let's see, the head sculpt particularly, I think is wonderful. I don't know what it is, but he doesn't even have a mouth, it's just a hole there. But he looks like the Decepticon Executioner. And he actually really completes that look when you see his other weapon, the War Axe. I think that's what it is. They just connect together, quite simply, and then he can just put it in his hand. Oh. Very good at this. There you go. And now he looks like he's ready to rip some Autobot heads off. He can hold this in two hands, just like this. And when he's holding it like that, he's just one badass Decepticon. Let's see, paint-wise, like I said, I don't like the overwhelming blue. I do wish he was more of a, maybe like a forest green or a nice bronze. I really do not like the triangles on his feet, up here. The ones up here look like Triforce symbols from The Legend of Zelda. I don't really like that. And these triangle feet, they kind of... I know why they did it. They did it for extra detail so it wouldn't look so bland, but that is the laziest detail I've ever seen. I mean, it's just a slab of paint and triangles. It's not that... It's not flattering. It doesn't look nice. It just looks... It looks boring. His gold chest plate, though... I mean, that is sort of the savior of the entire mold. The gold chest plate with this dark Decepticon symbol. I mean, that is the saving grace of his entire body. I mean, you can tell, like, it is even the only piece with actual, like, grooves on it. Here it's just completely solid, and you're not really used to seeing those, right? But hey, that's just how I feel. Let's see, size-wise, here he is with the Megatron. Oh, and mine just doesn't want to stand. And you can tell they look great together. Megatron is still the bigger of the two. However, I will say that Darkmount looks a lot bulkier. It's only that Megatron has bigger arms, but for the most part, Darkmount is the bulkier one. He looks like he looks like the muscle type of figure. But yeah. Overall, would I pick this figure up? Yes. Definitely pick this guy up. He is totally worth your money. Again, I don't like all the blue, but that's just my opinion. For some people, I think they would just love it. Great weapon system. Great looking robot mode and alt mode. And overall, just a wonderful figure. Very imposing, very much like a Decepticon. And definitely buy it. Thumbs up from here. So this was Transformers Generations Darkmount, or Straxus. Thanks for watching.